Hi guys, welcome back to Sande Shares. I'm Sande. Today I'm sharing with you some tips that may be able to help you succeed on the one-to-one diet. If you don't know, I'm currently losing weight on the one-to-one diet by the Cambridge plan, and I've lost loads and loads of weight already. And so I just wanted to give you some tips in case you were looking to do the diet or you're currently on the diet and want to know how somebody else on the diet has made it work. I'm sure these can be applied to other diets. Hopefully you do find these tips helpful. So let's get into them. The first one is to have the right mindset when you go into this diet. It is really a challenging diet to do mentally. I feel like if your head is not in it from the beginning, it's really difficult to kind of stick to, because the first few days you are really hungry and there's also kind of other side effects. I think it's really important to come in with focus and a goal. What is it that you want? Do you want to be a size 10? Do you want to, lose 5 stone? Do you want to lose 10 stone? Do you want to get to a healthy BMI? Whatever it is, I think it's really important to come in with your goal in mind and focused on your goal, because that is what is going to keep you going. Physically, diet takes care of you because it provides you with all your nutrients that you need. Whether you're on 3 packs or 4 packs, you do get the nutrients that you need physically, but I don't think it provides you with the mental. It's a really difficult diet if your head is not in it, and you do have to be committed and kind of focus on that goal, because that is what is going to keep you going. So I find keeping a journal really helps. I keep a daily journal where I write down my thoughts. I think it's really important to focus on how you're feeling, and keeping a journal has really helped me to focus on my feelings. There are some weeks you're going to get good weeks. There are weeks where you're going to lose a lot, particularly the first week, but then I found myself in the second week I didn't lose as much. I lost nearly 7 pounds in the first week. The second week I lost 2 pounds, so I was really disappointed with that. And the third week I lost nearly 7 pounds as well. But the second week where I lost the 2 pounds, I was really down on myself, but I was able to jot that down, and I was able to kind of look at my why I'm on this diet, and and my ultimate goal is to get to a healthy BMI. So that is what's keeping me going, and I think keeping a journal really helps. It's really important to pick the right consultant, pick someone that you are comfortable with, someone that also inspires you. Find someone that does support you. That's what they're there for. They're not just there to sell you shakes and soups and bars. They are there to provide that emotional support. Obviously, I don't think they're like some, depending on like what their career is, but I don't think they are like therapists unless that's like their job, as well as the one-to-one, but they are there to give you emotional support. So I think it's really important to pick someone that you feel comfortable with, someone that you can be open with. They should be there for you whenever you need them. They shouldn't just be like a salesperson. And if you haven't picked one that you feel comfortable with, or one that's not supportive, you can change. I think if you have a supportive consultant, it really does help, because some people might be on this journey for a while. So if you've got like 10 stone to lose, it might take you a good 6 to 8 months to lose that weight, or even a year. So if you don't have someone that you feel is supportive, that can really be a downer on your journey. I think most consultants that I've had have been good. I've never had like a really bad consultant. The next thing to know is that the first week is really hard. I would say probably the first 3 to 5 days you might get headaches, you might feel really weak. It is really hard, but if you can hold on and get through the first week, you're gonna get a loss, probably a really good loss on the first week. After the first week it does get better. So if you need to, the first few days, if you need to sleep it off. I say if you can, start the diet maybe on a Thursday or Friday, so it gives you kind of the weekend to kind of ride out the really bad days. Try and just focus on your goal and focus on your why, on what it is that you want to achieve. If you get past it, it's so worth it. But you can do it. You can get through the first kind of 5 days to a week. The next one is to drink your water. Oh my God, this diet will have you going to the toilet every single minute. I kid you not. If you're drinking the amount that, you know, a lot of consultants recommend, which is like 3 to 4 liters, you're gonna be going to the toilet a lot. So you probably need to be near a toilet, I would say. If you can work from home, that's great. If not, then I hope the office has toilets. I would say space out your water. The way I do it is I have a 500ml cup. I drink water before my meal, and then I drink water after my meal or with my meal. I find it easier to drink water if I remember to drink it before a meal and then with or after a meal. I drink 4 liters, and that's how I've been getting in the 4 liters. Also, if you can, start early. I try by 8 a.m. I drink like my first 500 mils of water, and then I will have my next one, you know, with my meal. I think if you can space out the water, it helps also with going to the toilet, so you're not having to like sit on the toilet seat for like 30 minutes. But the next thing I would say is to try all the products. I'm so happy that the one-to-one diet have more variation now than when I did it maybe 7-8 years ago. Before, they didn't have as many things as they have now. So if you can, be open-minded and try all the products. Probably in the first week or two, if you can, try and order one of everything. You might have favorites, or you may think you're not gonna like something. I was really against the meals. It was really weird for me to have dry packets of food that you make up with water, and I was really against it, but came in with an open mind. I was like, fine, I'm just gonna try everything. And I ended up trying the meals, and some I didn't like. For example, I don't like the macaroni cheese, and I thought I wouldn't like the spaghetti bolognese or any other meal, but I actually really enjoyed the spaghetti bolognese. If I hadn't have tried it, I wouldn't have known that I like it. And I think the more variation you have, the more enjoyable being on the diet will actually be. And if you can, try it more than once, because you could try something the first time and not like it, and then the second time you try it, you like it better. Just be open to trying different things. And also on the food aspect, try different hacks. There's so many different hacks and recipes. For example, my favorite hack is using the water flavorings and making jelly out of them. Those jellies are a lifesaver. Honestly, sometimes you don't want to eat a meal, but you just want to get rid of that metallic taste, and these jellies, oh my God, they're absolutely amazing. Like, I know some people like to mix macaroni, cheese and spaghetti bolognese into kind of like their own meal. I also like to put the raspberry water flavoring into the original porridge, and it makes a kind of raspberry ripple, and it tastes really nice. I also like to put the chocolate shake into the original porridge and makes kind of a chocolate porridge. So there's so many different things you can try with the meals. So try different things and just get creative. Make them your own. Make these products more enjoyable, because if you're going to be on plan for a while, you need to be able to enjoy the food that you're eating. I think I would say track your progress. I would take before pictures if you can. I know when you are unhappy with your weight, you may not want to take pictures, but because you get results so quickly on this diet, you are going to regret not taking pictures. If you can, take progress pictures every month or every couple of weeks. Sometimes we don't see things on ourselves, but when we look at it in picture, you can see a difference. You can also use trackers online. There's so many of these challenges where you kind of tick off each day that you are on plan. I think also keep your goal in mind. Write down what your goal is and kind of track how far along you are to your goal, because that's the whole point why you're doing it, to get to a goal. You can buy journals that have kind of stickers in, and then you sticker in every pound that you've lost. I know some consultants give their slimmers these ribbons every stone you lose, or they may give you like a tape that you measure your waist, and then you can do it before and after, how much your weight has changed. Weighing yourself is not an issue, then yeah, track your weight as well, track your measurements, track your BMI. There's like so many things you can use to track your progress. Use whatever you need to keep yourself motivated. I would say give yourself milestones, little milestones that you can tick off. Maybe it's to just lose your first pound, then you tick it off. Maybe it's to lose your first stone, you tick it off. Maybe it's to get back into a weight that you haven't been in, I don't know, 5 years. So give yourself little milestones and tick them off every time you reach them. Sometimes just looking at the end goal, it seems a long way away. So give yourself little milestones and tick them off. The final tip is the key to success on this diet, I think, and that is to trust the plan. There are weeks on this diet that you're going to have big losses, and there are some weeks where you're not going to have the big losses that you want, but you have to stay committed and you have to trust the plan. You do get quick losses on this diet. The one-to-one say that you can lose up to a stone in a month, which is about 6.4 kilos. So you can lose a lot of weight quickly, but some weeks may be less. So I think it's really important to just trust the plan, stick at it, and just be committed to doing it. You're spending your money, spending your time, your energy. It does take work. You know, dieting, I think, is very much emotional as well as physical. Obviously, you have to eat the right foods, but it is very emotional. And so even if on weeks that you don't lose, just stick at it because it will come off in the end. So just stay committed and have patience. Keep going and don't stop until you cross the finish line and meet your end goal. I think a bonus one would be, if you can, go through the steps. My consultant, first video she ever sent me was a video about the diet and how you are not just meant to stay on one step, but you are meant to go through the steps. So say if you start on step 1, you're meant to then go up to step 2 and step 3, 4, 5 and 6, so that you don't end up gaining the weight. So in order to have real true success, be on the lower steps, lose the weight, but don't just come off the diet. But if you can, stick with it and actually go through the steps so you don't end up gaining the weight. Losing weight and gaining weight and being a yo-yo dieter, I've been dieting since I was 12. It's heartbreaking. This time around, I really want to get to goal and keep the weight off. And those were my tips on how to succeed on the one-to-one diet. I'm sure these can be applied to other diets, but I'm on the one-to-one diet. If you have your own tips on how to succeed on the diet or any diet, comment down below. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.